Hi, I'm Heidi and this is Scott from Daltons. He's our resident expert on all things potting mixes.
Hey, how are you?
Mixes, all things mixes.
Well, just all things.
Yeah. Today we're going to be looking at planting up some perennials to add a bit of colour to your courtyard or your porch or your deck. So you can use plastic, terracotta.
Any material you like and any size or shape you like. Yeah, no trouble at all. You've always got to look for plenty of drainage. You need to ensure that water can escape freely. Sources ensure there's a bit of moisture retained. Well, we would go for a premium potting mix, Dalton's premium potting mix that we have here today. Yep.
Now, first things first, before we work with any product, you're going to make sure you get your gloves on. Somehow I've got the heavy job here.
Oh yeah, do you want me to do it?
It's all right.
You don't really want to fill it to the top straight away. You want to probably put about a third in. It gives you space to put the plants in, work out your planting plan, and then top it up from there. We've created a product called bark fibre, which is unique to us, and that product is fantastic at maintaining those air spaces. The pumice and the fertiliser, so the pumice creates the air spaces and maintains those physical spaces in the mix, and that little gold prill you can see is the fertiliser. That's the 10-month supply of controlled release fertiliser, including trace elements. It's always great to give your plants a pre-soak in a bit of seaweed. We prefer the sea feed product, so we tip a bit in here in this bucket of water. We take the plants.
And so what will that do though, giving it a soak in that?
When the plant is transplanted, the shock is reduced basically.
Right, okay. So we're just going to create a little bit of a hole, just push the mix out a little bit so that there's some space for the plant to go in.
And these look like they've been soaked long enough now, so they're nice and damp, so we can get those out.
So it's the best to hold the plant at the bottom of the...
I think so. I think it's really nice to support the actual plant by holding it upside down.
Right, so I think now we could probably get in a couple of bits of the annuals in there because of other flower.
Yeah, like really bring the colour out. So I like to use this fine decorative pebble, and you put a nice layer in like this, Heidi. What that does is it really creates a little bit of extra sparkle on the top of the pot, but more importantly, really protects that mix when you're watering and maintains that moisture content really well.
Yeah. How often should you be watering your pots?
Quite regularly actually, especially in spring and summer. And these sorts of plants like this really require a lot of moisture.
Now we want to make sure that we don't leave this in the glaring sun. We want to set that aside in the shade.
Good idea.
For a few days.
Yes, great idea.
To settle down, and make sure you continue with that watering.
Well done.
So we've got some thyme and some oregano. And
fantastic for companion planting. Having some herb containers near your flowers, wonderful for attracting bees and wonderful scent, you know. Same principles apply. You really want to use a good quality potting mix with very good drainage for your herbs, and you want to have a good supply of long-term fertiliser so you get loads of herbs for your cooking right through summer. So let's get into it. Oh, that's great. Well, there's plenty.
Sorry.
Okay, so what we want to do here is we want to make sure that we soak those herbs in some of our wonderful seaweed solution, as we did last time, to reduce that transplant shock. Give the old pot a bit of a squeeze. Comes out nicely. These roots may need a bit of teasing.
Absolutely, they're a bit compacted, aren't they?
Yeah, just break those up at the ends there. That's excellent. And just slaughter in. This time for the topping, I've got a different stone.
Oh yeah.
Got quite a different one here, stone medley.
That's quite nice.
That brings out the colour on the top of the pot slightly different. A good generous layer on the top.
Well, they look great.
Yeah, that's quite a nice colour, eh? And if you're going on holiday, you can take the whole container with you. Put it in the caravan when you go.
That's a good idea, actually, yeah. Pop it somewhere a little bit shady. So herbs actually do thrive in the sun in a nice hot position. So once they've settled in, over a couple of days in the shade, pop them back into the sunshine and you're good to go. There's so much you can grow in containers.
Yeah, the sky's the limit.
Give it a go.
Happy gardening. Oh, the thumbs up.